I'm Varun V, and I'm here. Uh, I'm Varun V from Amrita School of Engineering, India. So I'm here to present my paper, a research study on the combustion characteristics of a diesel engine with EGR using DEE and biofuel plants. EGR is exhaust gas recirculation, and DEE means diethyl ether. So as seen in this slide, we can see that the total annual oil consumption by billions of barrels has increased from around 15 billion barrels to more than 35 billion barrels from 1969 to 2017. This is because of the ever increasing demand for crude oil. And crude oil is the uh, prime material used for plastics and mainly transportation fuels. And at today's rate of consumption, crude oil reserves will only last for around 60 years. And so diesel is a main is extensively used in the industrial applications and also is mainly used as an automotive fuel. Diesel has a very high calorific value, which makes it a very good fuel, and it, its demand has been increasing recently. And it does have downsides like its limited availability and mainly the harmful emissions that comes with it. The nitrous oxides, carbon monoxide, and hydrocarbon emissions can cause severe respiratory illnesses. And also, the carbon dioxide, which is emitted, causes global warming. So this makes the need for alternative and cleaner fuels stronger. So uh, in this study, we've chosen butanol and diethyl ether as the alternative fuels. So alternative fuels mainly have two objectives. They must be clean, they have to give very good emission results, and also be renewable. So when we come to butanol, it is an alcohol-based fuel. So alcohol-based fuels generally are very clean and have very good combustion properties. And the most widely used alcohol-based fuel in the market is ethanol. But ethanol has a very low calorific value compared to diesel, whereas butanol is an enhanced version of ethanol for use with diesel. It has a very high miscibility with diesel and also a very high calorific value when compared to ethanol. And it's butanol's high enthalpy of vaporization. It helps absorb the heat in the engine cylinder. And when the heat is absorbed in engine cylinder, the temperature in the cylinder during the combustion phase goes down, which causes the NOx emissions to go down as well. And butanol is also a renewable fuel because it can be synthesized from biomass feedstocks. And the next comes diethyl ether. Diethyl ether has a very high cetane number. Cetane number is nothing but an indication of a fuel's combustion properties. The higher is the cetane number, the better it is as a fuel. And it also has a high oxygen content, which ensures clean combustion and clean and complete combustion. And diethyl ether is also very has very less viscosity, which helps in easy injection of the fuel. And diethyl ether is also a renewable fuel. It is produced as a byproduct in the process of dehydration of ethanol to produce ethylene. But again, both these fuels have their limitations to their use. You can't use an excess percentage of both these alternative fuels in diesel. It's because butanol has a very high carbon content, and excessive use will cause the hydrocarbon emissions to go up. And diethyl ether, whereas diethyl ether has a very low calorific value when compared to diesel, and excessive use of diethyl ether may cause lower performance of the engine. And then comes exhaust gas recirculation. Exhaust gas recirculation is a simple, highly effective, and an efficient strategy to reduce nitrous oxide emissions. uh, its principle is nothing but the recirculation of exhaust gases from the exhaust manifold using a valve into the inlet manifold, so that the exhaust gases go into the cylinder and absorb the excess heat in the cylinder, thus reducing the NOx emissions. Uh, So this is a basic block diagram of this simulations. The simulations were done on Ricardo Wave software 2019.1 version. Then it includes the engine block, the inlet and exhaust manifolds, and the fuel injector as well. So this table gives us the results, simulation results at 3000 rpm, and the blends chosen for the test was uh, 90% diesel and 10% butanol, and 80% diesel, 15% butanol, and 5% diethyl ether. These two test fuels were compared to pure diesel, and the measured properties are as shown: indicated power, brake power, specific fuel consumption, and carbon monoxide, NOx, and hydrocarbon emission levels. Brake power is nothing but the uh, end power produced by the crankshaft, uh, account after accounting for all the losses. And specific fuel consumption is nothing but the amount of fuel consumed for every kilowatt hour of energy produced by an engine. And it is found from the results that the carbon monoxide emissions has gone down by around 55% in the D80 B15 DEE5 blend, and NOx emissions has gone down by around 25%, and hydrocarbon emissions has gone down by 5%. And it is also seen that the variation in performance characteristics like brake power and fuel consumption
You have a 2 minutes to conclude, please.
is less than 3% for all the cases here. Uh, so this is the second simulation block diagram, and it's the same as the first one, except that the EGR system is installed here. The EGR system's principle is nothing but a flow rate sensors are used to measure the inlet and exhaust gas flow rates. The flow rate is then fed to a function which calculates the recirculation rate for EGR, and this rate is then fed to a PID controller which is connected to an actuator. The actuator then controls the orifice diameter for the valve, which controls the recirculation rate. So this table shows the results for the second simulation, and it was done for the D80 B15 DEE5 blend at 6000 rpm. And the five cases include case one. From case 1 to case 5, the EGR recirculation rate goes from 0 to 25%, with an increment of 5% at each case. So it is found from the simulation results that the carbon monoxide emissions has gone down by 83%, and hydrocarbon by 22%, and NOx by around 85%. But there is also a significant decrease in brake power, which is not favorable. So EGR must be limited to around 10 to 15%. So these graphs show NOx and CO emissions for different engine speeds. NOx is only a function of engine cylinder temperature, so it does not vary much with engine speed. And it is seen that the DE5 B15 D80 blend has produced a significant decrease in NOx and CO emissions. And this graph here shows the very little change in performance, the brake power for all the three blends. So this is favorable because there is no compromise in performance, uh, whereas the emissions has gone down. And this shows the decrease in the brake power, linear decrease in brake power with increase in recirculation rate. And this causes a trade-off between the emissions and the brake power. So AGR recirculation rate must be limited to around 10 to 15%, as I already said. So, in conclusion, I would say that the DE 5% butanol 15 and diesel 80% blend has produced very promising results, and its use in as a automotive fuel is very much feasible. And on a broader sense, I would say for the problem of harmful emissions and the depletion of crude oil, electric vehicles are no doubt the best solution on a long term. But the transition to EVs is a very slow process, mainly in developing countries like India and other underdeveloped countries. So the infrastructure required for EVs, like the charging stations, etc., will take a lot of time to be set up. And for now, in the current scenario, a majority of cars that are sold in India cost less than 10 lakh rupees. And in the current market, uh, there is not a single car that costs less, there is not a single electric vehicle that costs less than 10 lakhs. And there are also hybrid vehicles available, but the cheapest hybrid vehicle in the Indian market costs 20 lakh rupees. So we cannot wait for the advent of the electric vehicles by continuing with the same emission levels and the diesel consumption. So the blends like these and alternative fuel use can help in the transition from the conventional IC engine run vehicles to electric vehicles. So this is my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your very interesting.